Chet Holmgren is a very divisive player among NBA circles, with his slender frame and hard-to-understand value that goes beyond the box score being the contributing factor to the negative talk that goes around him. Holmgren is a multi-dimensional player with layers and layers to his game, but the layer that I want to peel back is just what he does as a rim protector and what makes him so good in that aspect. Take this play from Chet's NBA debut, for example. Here, Chet is covering up for the laydown pass to the big man by using his size. Chet then proceeds to clog up the paint, leading to a kick-out pass from the opposing guard. This leads to a closeout attack with Chet occupying the weak side, and in turn leads to a weak side block from Chet. Look at how Chet is bending mid-air here. This type of aerodynamic flexibility is what makes him already one of the best shot blockers in the league at the ripe age of 20 years old. This type of aerial prowess shows up again for Chet against Memphis in transition. Chet is frail, and he knows this, and also his opponents know this, but he has figured out ways to supplement this skinniness, specifically like here, where Chet uses his opponent's momentum against them on the way down for an easy block. His length and instincts also help him on possessions like these, where he's containing a ball handler 1v1 and then proceeds to peel off of his man once the dump down happens for a easy block. The reaction to the laydown seems almost robotic, with Chet immediately peeling off. These anticipatory skills also help him in drop coverage, where on possessions like these where a ball handler is probing, Chet is able to easily peel off on the roll man and contain the roll man for a block. Speaking of drop coverage, Chet checks a lot of major boxes in drop coverage, containing the ball handler and closing up easy passing avenues to the roll man with his length. Here, Chet does a very good job taking away the roll man by using a 7'6" wingspan, and in turn, this play leads to a contested floater from the opposing guard. This prowess as a rim protector has already led to Chet having a reputation, at least in the summer league, as a rim deterrent. Take this play where an opposing guard is slashing towards the basket, but realizes Chet is occupying the weak side and becomes petrified to even attempt a open layup. The guard looks as if he had no intention of taking this shot near the basket, and in turn chooses to pass it to a relocating teammate. This teammate gets a step on Giddey, but instead of taking it to Chet at the rim, he opts to take a one-legged floater from the free throw line. This is just madness, rim deterrence at its finest. Take this additional play in the Salt Lake Classic, where after a pick and roll, a Utah guard is able to get past Dang's hip, but instead of opting for a layup, he is petrified by a lunging Chet and opts to kick it out to a teammate. This teammate is easily rotated towards, and this leads to a kick out to a career 32% shooter. These are the type of shots that defenses want, especially if you're a young defense like the Thunder. And these are the type of shots that passing up on layups present, bad ones to bad shooters. The blocks are cool and fun to look at, but this is what really makes Chet special. And obviously plays like this where he gets bodied by Kenny Lofton aren't what you want to see, but they're fine. The couple times Chet gets scored on by somebody who's 280 pounds in the post should not be presented as erasure for the rest of the game that he had defensively. That's just not how this sport should be covered. In my opinion, Evan Mobley is one of the best rim protecting prospects we've seen in a long time. He's right up there with Rudy Gobert or Joel Embiid or even Evan Mobley from last year. And he will be affecting NBA players' shots for hopefully the next decade, maybe and a half.